Like, share, and subscribe, you guys. You know, San Diego is experiencing a large surge in Chinese migrants coming over the border. Thanks to social media, because social media is telling them how to get over here. See, we can't be fooled to think that it's just Venezuelan migrants just coming over here illegally. It's Africans, it's Venezuelans, it's Chinese migrants, it's Europeans. They're all doing it. All groups are doing it. Arabs, you name it. They're coming over here because there is just an open border right now. And they're learning how to just come on over. And you'll have some of these people, videotaping them, asking them, where do you want to go? Where do you plan on going? Where do you want to go? And they tell them where they plan on going. Oh, I want to go to New York, or I want to go to Chicago, or if I want to go, here or there. And it's just amazing to me how it's just open for all these migrants to just pop up and just pop out of nowhere and get benefits, get taken care of. Now, some of these groups that are popping over here, you know, their groups, they have established, you know, spots in America, like the Chinese. They'll be just fine once they come over here and they find little China. They'll be good because they'll be able to find a job. One of their people in America will hook them up with something that they'll be able to take care of themselves right off the bat. They'll be just fine. But I will say this: I'm seeing a lot more, Asians, a lot more Indians, uh, homeless people. You know, yeah, you see, black, and you see Latino, you see white, and it's just growing. And you're seeing all these other groups as well. Especially when you go into, the downtown parts of your city, you can see different groups of people. You know, it's like, wow, it's amazing how we have all this money for Venezuelan people to come over, and we can, hook them up with shelter and food, but we have all these homeless people that are American. And let's be honest and let's be clear, a lot of them are so-called black people. A lot of them are black people that are not getting the resources that are due to them, that they should be able to get. But we keep relying on the government. We keep relying on them to do better or to think about us and, to help us when we should be helping ourselves. We should learn by now that we can't rely on the government to do anything for us. This is our land, y'all. They wrote us up out of history with a pen, and they changed our nationalities of who we are. They keep changing it. And they do this strategically and on purpose to keep you fooled and bamboozled. And we just keep falling for it. All the while, they keep bringing over all these migrants and all these different people, or they're inviting themselves coming over, and they're catering to them. Because we already know the group that is not having any children, falling all the way down by the wayside. So they're relying on a lot of these migrants, Venezuelans and Latino people, to pick up the slack where they're going to leave off because they're not going to be around much longer. So they're relying on them, knowing that that's not going to work. Black people are rising, so-called black people. We're rising. And we are coming back into the rightful place that we are supposed to be in, where we belong. And these other groups are witnessing and they're seeing this. And they're angry. And they're trying to stop it any way that they can. That's why they don't want to give you reparations. They don't want to give you any money. They don't want to help you, even though it all belongs to you. So-called black man, black woman, it all belongs to you in the first place. But yeah, they're going to have hatred and animosity towards you. And they're going to try to get over you and over on you. All the while trying to take your resources, your money. They over here, just sucking you dry, taking everything from you, taking your money, building up shops in your area where you have to spend money with them. And it's just crazy when we could do it ourselves. We have to stop relying on the government. We got to quit doing that and start coming together. That's what we have to do. And that's really the bottom line. Because these other groups are going to stick together just to come against you, black man, black woman, by any means necessary. Because whether you want to believe it or not, we are at war. We are at war, and we are being attacked on every single level. Every single level. And we need to understand that. So this surge and these migrants just popping up and coming over, they're taking and they're seizing the opportunity. This is what they're doing. But we need to seize the opportunity to stick together and start making some things happen and start building things specifically and exclusively for us. Regardless to what other groups and what other people think, because other groups are doing it. Those Chinese people, they're going to hook up with their group that is already separating themselves from everybody else. They're making money off of us, but they're not putting that money back into our communities. They don't care about our communities, but they come into our communities and they make money off of us. And that's got to stop. That's got to stop. We should be having our own businesses, family. Period. We should be having our own communities, policing our own communities. This is what we need to be doing. But until someone comes up with a good idea to close these borders, they're going to keep on coming right on in. They're going to keep right on coming, trying to move your black ass out the way. Like, share, and subscribe, and I see you all on the next video. Peace, family.